Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to Cattle and Crops Early Access. And we finished our cultivating mission from the last episode. There were several more fields that needed to be done after, and I went ahead and finished those up off camera. And we are just working our way through these missions. We're on, I believe, 14 of 18. So we've just got a few more to go. Now, we just did a cultivating mission, and our we had our worker on the slurry tanker out ahead of us. So we've got two missions now. We've got one called More Bulls. Let's take a look at this. More bulls. Fill the stables. Last year, we already made some good money with the selling of our bulls. We want to continue the success this year and turn a nice profit. So fill the stables and feed them. Okay. And then here, right. I think we need to do this one first. I think we have to do this one first, and this is this the second half of the other? I'm at a bit of a loss here. Or maybe our worker is going to be following. Okay, let's take a look. The last mission, we followed the slurry tanker with the cultivator. I have a feeling this episode we're going to have a worker following us with the cultivator while we're in the tanker. Let's go up here and accept, and let's give it a try. Enter the Axion. Which one? Where is it? So, I'm guessing now. Hang on. Learned a trick. Fleet. Axion. Enter. Yeah. Learned a way to save some time. I've been walking all over the map, which I don't mind. It's good to get to know the map, but I don't know that you want to spend that amount of time watching me walk across the map. So, start it up. Four-wheel drive off. Brake off. Put her in gear. And let's get hooked up. And it looks like we're down at the BGA. Yep. I've been down here once. I haven't done a lot down here yet. And honestly, I think I said in an earlier episode, honestly, I didn't even know there was a BGA. I mean, I knew there was a BGA, but I hadn't been down here. I hadn't done anything with it. Right. I'm going to try to hook up from in-cab. See how this goes. Guess I could take a look in front of me, make sure I don't smash into anything. All right. Huh. Okay. Now I know the collision is modified on the boom back there. The collision is modified, but I still think we're pushing it right now. Look over here. Yeah, I still feel like we're shoving it. We're not sliding it in there. All right. Try over a little bit. Now I might be able to just cheat a little bit. And then I backed it up because I wanted to see where we're going here. Is it over this way? I believe it is. Yeah. So we've got two places we can get slurry. One of them is the BGA, the other is the sewage plant. We're coming in this from the opposite angle, but As I recall, there are taps on both sides. And let me try something else while I'm here. Set the brake. Put it in neutral. See if we can do this from outside. Uh-huh. What's this? Fasten hose. Close seal. Okay. So it's giving me... Let's see. Okay. Says we're full. Maybe we can do it from the outside. I don't know. It seems like we just did do it from the outside. We didn't do anything, so you know what I mean. We didn't do it properly. We didn't do it right. But it still gave it to us. So we'll take it. So we'll get through the BGA here. Now, when we were here just a minute ago, yeah, there's that. That's not ours, is it? No, both of ours are back at the farm. I don't know whose that is. And I don't know if a worker is going to hop in here and help us out. Right. Is this the gigantic field? It's pretty big. Pretty big. So that's that one. That's to hook it up. And then it's to raise and lower. No. Okay, so let's take a look at our dimensions here. We want to go lengthwise. Although, if I take a look on the map, I think this field is almost square. Yeah. Let's start down in this far corner. Right. And I have to apologize for that camera bouncing around like that. I am really trying to get the sensitivity sorted out on the controls. We're going to throw in some four-wheel drive. Come right in here. Lower. And turn on. Okay. Now there is a cruise control that I've seen it. I haven't really played with it yet, but I think this would be a perfect time for it because I tend to go too fast. And I think we're in the wrong field. Huh, okay. I guess it wants me to start from a particular side. We can do that. Although we've done a slurry mission already, so that's interesting that it is going to take us back through the basics of it. No problem. Living and learning. So we'll head back around to right over here. Got a little gold circle. We're in the right field. It just wanted us to do it a specific way. So, okay. I'm easy. Spread them out. Then lower, then turn on. Okay. So it's taking us through another tutorial for slurry spreading. We'll see if we do anything unique in this mission that we haven't done already. In terms of different techniques for spreading slurry, I'm really not seeing it so far. Seems like we're doing the same thing we did before. It's not giving us any progress, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. So then I'm going to go back where I was, where I wanted to be. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's why they wanted us to start from a particular side. So we've got a worker now. I'm going to jump in there. You know, having the workers running around like that definitely brings some... Where's he going? Okay. Having the workers running around definitely brings some life to the map. Contributes to the immersion, for sure. So, if we're starting from this side. Now, I don't know if that worker is only going to cultivate what's been sprayed. I don't know what he's going to do. But we will... Well, we'll go forward for one thing. That's important. We'll start from this side of the field, so if he is following us, then we're giving him a surface that's already prepped. Going too fast, as always. That's saying I don't own this field. Sure I do. The sprayer does continue applying even when it's up. Just FYI. I think we wasted a little slurry there. Right. Our worker seems to be, yeah, a bit enthusiastic. And that is a big field to do with that little cultivator. I don't think I think we sprayed this field in the spring. I don't think we cultivated this field. I would have remembered that. This is a horror show. If you're gonna work on this with that little cultivator, I would want at least a 12 meter. Right. Okay, making progress here. This field is so big, I don't see a lot of progress on the bar, but it is going up, and I think it's almost guaranteed we'll have to refill. It's not a big deal. The PGA is right across the street there. I'm not sure how the game manages time. Uh, I would guess that it would take a couple days, maybe. I know it's hard to say. I mean, maybe in game time, adjusted game time, you could do this field in one day with that 4 meter cultivator. Hard to say. And I think we've got enough of a head start on our cultivator. I'm going to go ahead and throw in kind of a quick and dirty headland. Right. Sorry, totally forgot that I'm recording here and I need to be kind of letting you know what's going on. Yeah, totally zoned out. Totally zoned out. Okay. So we got this now. Got a bit of a headland. All right. We need to go up here. You know, it may, right on the fence. It may give it to us in one tank. It may not. Hard to say. I continue to get that you can't work this field pop-up. I'm not sure where that's coming from or why. We clearly own this field, do we not? Yep, I think we are going to have to refill here. Not a big deal. And I'm also noticing you can get some layering, so it looks like there are, it's not just kind of a binary, you know, the field is fertilized, the field is not. You can actually layer on at least the slurry. Don't know if it's that way with the liquid fert from the Dammon sprayer, but with slurry you can go back over a portion of the field a second time and right. PGA is right up here, right? Thought it was right up here. We'll see. Turn the four-wheel drive off on the street. Yep, I can see it from here. All right. So we'll go fill up, and we can test again and see if we can fill up from outside the truck. Outside the truck, outside the tractor. You know, outside the vehicle. I just came from an ETS2 video. I got trucks on the brain. Right. And that is, that's around this little loop here. I'll come at it from the other end. I feel like the end I feel like we went through it backwards. So let's come at it from the proper end, the correct end. There we are. Set the brake. Put it in neutral. And okay. Now we did this before, and then some things seem to happen. So this is open, close the seal. I would say that would be open. Well, I mean, it hooked up when we pulled up to it. Did it fill automatically? It did last time, but this is no longer, it did fill. Okay, this is no longer part of the mission, so we didn't get a beep when it got done. Let's come back around here, and let's close the seal, right? So that seals the tank, and then we drop the hose. No, 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 not that. So we close that. And that would be open right there. Okay. Well, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time trying to sort it out. But it seems like you can, unless it fills automatically just when we walked up, right? That it seems like we filled it because we got out of the vehicle just as we got to the refilling point. You understand what I mean. It was going to fill itself anyway, just simply because we pulled up to it, and then we got out of the truck, and it made it seem as though, I said truck again. We got out of the tractor, and it made it seem as though we had caused it to fill by getting out. You know what I mean. Yeah. I don't know if that's the case or not. Throwing this thing around like a two-door Honda. We got our worker out there working away. Okay, they're making some progress. That is a gigantic field for that cultivator. I'm sticking with my original assessment. So as I recall, we were over here somewhere. Yep, right there. Pick up right where we left off, and then it's going to give it to us almost immediately, I think. Right, like you can see the overlap there where it's got two layers. Drop the boom, turn it on, and here we go. Right. Don't think we need to do a lot more here. Curious if they want us to do another field after we're done. As I believe on the last mission, as many fields as we cultivated, and the slurry spreader was running around in front of us, right? I believe as many fields as we cultivated, the slurry spreader had sprayed that many. And there aren't that many left for us to spray. I think. I hope. Right. Field 2. Well, before I go to field 2, I'm going to refill. It's not a lot, but field 2 might be small enough that we can take care of it in one, thing. Now, this, yep, this is the one. We'll take a look at field 2. If it's big, I'm just going to end the episode there. If it's small field, I'll knock it out. But I definitely want to fill it before we go there. Even though it seems pretty close. It looks like it's right around the corner there. Don't want to make too many trips back and forth from the BGA. All right. So it doesn't matter which end we go in. And it seems to be filling automatically. So let's test our theory. So there's the hose, not hooked up. Okay. Now when we get out, right, that hose is not hooked up right now. When we get out, the hose is hooked up. And when we get back in, it's full. Okay. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Okay. Not sure what happened, but it worked out for us. So now we're going to field 2. Take a look, see how big it is. If it's big, I'll do it off camera. If it's a little field, I'll knock it out. Right. We're getting XP also. Not sure where we're getting the XP from. And also it says purchase. I don't know. Not sure what that means. I don't know if that means somebody purchased something from us. I mean, we wouldn't get XP for buying things. We wouldn't get XP for buying slurry or anything. Would we? No, it's... You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision. It says they want us right over here, right? And this is field number 2. Right? What's his name again? This is field number 2. This one. This is field number 2. And that's the one that we're in. Okay. Right. Extend the arms. Extend the arms. Get out of the hedge. 4-wheel drive on. Lower. Turn on the pump. Here we go. It's also giving these fields to us like 80% done. So I appreciate that. I feel like this is the first field we did a minute ago. Okay. Drive around the shrubbery. that's awfully hard to see. Can't even tell it. No. Getting a pretty good overlap. I think we're going to best do this third person. And just the idle from this Axion is enough to take you up till you're going too fast. Now, there's some trees close into the field. No collision, but I still don't like driving through trees. Breaks the immersion for me. We can't have that. Move out a little bit. Quite a bit of overlap there, so we'll try to move away a little bit. Right. Okay. So we've got one, maybe two more lengths left. That warning that I'm getting that we're not supposed to be working on this field, I think that may have something to do with the hired worker, but I don't know. All right. Gonna give it to us. There we go. Drive to field 8. So let's go and fill up again. Let's go and fill up at the VGA again, and then we'll go to field 8. And when we get there, I think we're at almost 45 minutes. When we get to field 8, I'll refill here, and then we'll drive over. We'll take a look at that field, and I'll go ahead and call it. I think you've seen enough slurrying for today. Kind of have a feeling what our general plan is. Spread some slurry. All right. So we get this guy. Okay. Neutral. Set the brake. When we hop out, the hose is hooked up, and if we go back in here, so we come out here, and then we go back in here. Okay. So it fills when we're outside the truck. As soon as we get back in the, well, I guess I pulled up a little far there. Stretch that hose out. When we're in the truck, it waits. When we're outside of the truck, it fills. Okay, fair enough. And I guess, oh, interesting. You see down in the corner there? Every time we get out of the truck, it counts that as a purchase. I don't fully understand that. But either way, that's what we're getting the XP for. All right, let's drive over and take a look at field 8, and then I'm going to call it a wrap. And I guess I underestimated our worker over there. I thought that would have taken a day, but they're really getting after it. Okay. There we are. Pick up a little speed. Now, you know what's interesting is we're doing a mission called Slurry Galore, and there's another mission waiting, also called Slurry Galore. That's curious. I wonder if that's glitched out. I thought the other mission that was available had to do with the animals, buying more bowls. We'll take a look. All right. Axion is feeling the load up this hill. Come on. Come on. There it goes. All right, here's field 8. I'm guessing, oh dear. Nope. So this is field 8. Pretty big field. Yeah, pretty big. Folks, I'm going to call it right there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for coming to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Cattle and Crops Early Access. And we will see you next time. Take care.